I'd like to start out by saying that actually no one chose to be here. In fact, of the 7.1 billion people on this planet, no one signed a release agreement to end up on this little rock in the middle of 100 million rocks. No, we were counted up by people we didn't know on some moonlit night with a robust bottle of Beaujolais, hopefully. 9 months later, out we shoot, bawling our eyes out, and we end up God knows where. And when we arrive, we are immediately steeped in the cauldron of culture. And a few years later, suddenly we're British, and we're Spanish, and I'm American, right? And that's great, but we're separate. And I know about this because I look like I just crossed the border, and but I could have had tea with the Queen. So my question was, if there are 350 million people here, what's the 6.7 doing out there? I mean, what are they creating? What are they thinking? And what can we learn from them? And where do our prejudices clash? And that was really the promise of Go Around the World.
It's cool that you can, go with just one person and just this basic microphone and a really small camera, sneak into these places. I mean, I think we were able to get stuff that we wouldn't have had it been so planned, and just super low budget, super guerrilla.
We're a very, very small team, like Peter was saying, and it kind of is like this nice model that we've created that could really translate to any location that we would end up going to.
And I think that's sort of the essence of the show. It's this idea that we're kind of going into these places completely, with the unknown, just leaping into it and trying to see exactly what it's like for a foreigner to go into these places. And the next thing you know, I'm like waddling down like the airplane aisle, and I'm like, Maria, like, have you ever been to Buenos Aires? Like, have you ever been to Argentina? And she's like, no, like, absolutely not.
Any average American could literally do what we're doing. Like, if you flew to Buenos Aires right now and got off the plane, you'd see everything that we saw, and you could do everything that we did. And I think that's really important, that you didn't have to be kind of a millionaire or celebrity to do the things that we were showing you. They're very accessible to an average person. As a young woman, I think it's really cool to be able to see this sort of show done through the perspective of a woman. I think that we have seen a lot of Anthony Bourdain and Rick Steves, and not that they're not great, but we've seen a ton of that, and I think that Maria's perspective is one that we haven't seen enough.
So, go around the world, breaking down borders one foreign at a time, really meeting them in their face, looking into their eyes, and seeing ourselves reflected. I think that's really cool. Let's roll. Thanks.